Welcome to Pilates 15-minute video for you busy people that you are. My name is Leah, and I'm going to lead you through a Pilates for longevity today. Welcome. So it's a mat Pilates class. Gonna lie down on our mats, nice and slow. Use your abs to get you down. And we're gonna stretch out here. Full body stretch. And then let's pull in the knees toward the chest. Just warming up here. Pull the head toward the knees. Ball pose. And extend. Good. First thing, we're going to bring our right knee into the chest. Working on a little flexibility here. Opening the leg. Flex and point the foot. We're going to rotate the ankle. And the other way. And slowly bring the head up toward the knee. And as you exhale, bring that leg a little bit closer to your nose. This creates a little bit of flexibility right here in the hamstring. Make sure that you're using either your calf or your hamstring to pull in, not behind your knee ball. And lower the head back to the mat. Bring the knee up, the opposite knee, and we're going to cross the foot over the knee, gently pressing away. Good. It's a really good hip stretch for the hip flexor. We're going to cross the knee over now and bring in, pulling in. Good. If this is too much for you or not enough for you, go ahead and just put one of the feet down, and you can pull the leg in just at your own pace and at your own, using your own strength here. Okay? Good. If you need a deeper stretch, you can place the hands underneath, holding the hamstring, not the knee ball, pulling in and lowering the head and shoulders onto the mat and just letting your body relax. You'll feel this in the hip that is crossed over on the knee that's up in the air. Breathing. Good. And let's switch sides. Right leg down toward the mat, left knee into the chest. Good. Opening the leg. Flex and point here. And rotate the ankle. Good. This other direction. And slowly bringing the head and shoulders up, creating a little flexibility here. Remember, hands are behind the hamstring or on the calf. And we're just gently, as we breathe, bringing that leg a little bit closer to the nose. Keeping head and shoulders off the mat, breathing into the stretch. Now, there might be some days when you don't feel like doing this stretch. You don't have to. You don't have to bring that knee in any closer if you don't want to work on flexibility in the hamstring. But if you do, you're breathing, you're inhaling, and as you're exhaling, you might move that leg about 2 centimeters, a little bit closer to your nose. Good. Relax the head and shoulders. Bring the opposite knee up, cross over, and gently press away. Good. Opening that hip flexor right here. You should feel it right in this area. It's a great stretch, and it's a great one to do daily. Really, really good for the hip flexor. Just breathing, relaxing, relax the shoulders. Good. And for a deeper stretch, If you want that deeper stretch, you can cross the knees over like you're crossing your legs, and you can pull up under both knees. Now you'll feel that in the top one, the leg that's crossed over closest to you. You will feel that in the hip flexor, right in this area. If you want a little bit deeper stretch, cross the foot all the way over, kind of like an upside down 4, and pull up underneath that opposite knee, bringing that leg a little bit closer, breathing into that stretch. Good, and relax down. Both legs come down. Full body stretch here, reaching up over. Good, let's start with some Pilates. Now that we're a little warmed up with a little flexibility moves, we're gonna bring our knees into chest and come into a Pilates stance. So Pilates stance, you have your feet turned out. So I'm gonna show you this way. Feet are turned out as much as possible. Okay, so keep the heels together and you're really squeezing in right here between the legs, squeezing them together. Okay, so right here, squeezing, turning out, and we're gonna lift our head and shoulders, drop the legs a little bit so that your back is still on the floor. You don't want your back popping up under here. And we're just gonna breathe in the 100. We're pressing down with the arms. Breathing 1, 2, 3, and inhaling 1, 2, 3. Inhale, exhale. Good. This is called the 100. And typically you would go for 100 rounds. We don't have to do that today. We're just going to get used to this move. It's one of the most popular Pilates, mat Pilates moves. Good. You probably are feeling a little warm by now. Keep those feet turned out. And bring the knees into the chest. Drop the head and relax. Bring the feet to the outside edges of your mat and the arms are spread wide. Okay, we're going to take both of our knees over to the right in this nice wide stance and look over to the left. Breathing. Coming back to the center. Let's go to the other side. Over and look over to the right. Good. Back to the center. We're going to bring our knees up to the chest. And we're going to go into our series of 8. Series of 8 is 5 exercises that we're going to do with our head and shoulders lifted. We're going to count 8 reps of each. And we're going to go for 5 different exercises, okay? If your head and shoulders get tired and your neck feels tired, lower the head and then pick the head up when you're ready to come back at it, okay? You can do the exercises with the head down, but when you feel like you've had enough of a rest, bring them up, okay? The reason that the neck gets tired on these is because the core is not fully developed and tight at this point. So as you get stronger in your core, you will not feel as heavy in the neck, okay? So let's bring our knees in. We're going to take it out. Full body stretch and bring it in. Double leg stretch is what this is called. 3. There's 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Good. One leg up, one leg out for scissor. You're going to hold behind the leg or up in the calf. We're going to pulse for 2, switch for 2. Pulse and switch. There's 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Bring the knees to the chest. One leg comes out. We're going to take this right here, pulling in the knee. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2. 1, 2. There's 2. 3, 4. That head might be getting heavy. That's okay. Give it a little rest. 7 and 8. Good. Bring the knees in. Give yourself a little rest. Next exercise. Legs go up, and we go into that Pilates stance again. Remember, the feet are out, heels together, squeezing the inner thighs. We're going to lower the legs. Hands can come behind the head. You're just using your fingertips. We're going to draw a U with the feet. 1. Here's 2. Keep those heels together, toes apart. There's 6. There's 7. Last one. Good. That's 4 exercises right there. We have one last one. Crisscross. Left elbow to right knee and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Bring the knees in. Relax. Breathe. Bring the feet down. Good. Full body stretch here. Stretch it out nice and long. Good. Let's flip onto our stomach here. Couple more here. We're going to go for our glutes and our back here. Okay. Back health is really important, as are your core, for longevity and for flexibility. Okay. So it's really important to use your glutes and strengthen your glutes and your core. Okay. So right here, we're going to work a little bit on the glutes. We're going to bring the hands together, your fists together, and I'll show you just like this. Okay. And you're laying on your stomach, trying to keep your abs lifted. Okay. So it looks like this. This is when we're low. This is when our abs are lifted. Okay. Keep those hands together. We're going to flex, point, down. Flex, point, down. Flex, point, down. Pull those abs off the floor. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower down. Relax. Lift into cobra. Nice and high. Sitting back into child's pose. Good. And slowly coming onto our hands and knees here. Good. We're going to round our spine back into that child's pose again with the knees together. Okay. That gives you a little bit more rounding in that lumbar spine. Good. And then we're going to come back out into cobra. Squeeze the glutes. Tuck the toes here. And we're going to come into down dog. Walk your hands or your feet toward the hands or hands toward the feet. Doesn't matter. We're going to slowly round up. Good. Okay. That was your 15-minute. It was nice to meet you, and I hope you come back soon.